Today we're diving deep into the fascinating realm of energy, exploring 5 dangerous things that can unknowingly attract negative energy into your life. This journey isn't just about identifying these hidden pitfalls, but also about equipping you with the tools to overcome them. But fret not, because armed with awareness, love, and a touch of stoicism, you can shield yourself from these harmful vibes forever. We'll delve into each of these negative influences, uncovering their roots and understanding how they affect our well-being. By the end, you'll not only recognize these sources of negativity, but also learn powerful techniques to ward them off, ensuring your energy remains positive and resilient. Are you ready to embark on this transformative journey with me? Together, we'll explore, understand, and conquer the unseen forces that impact our lives. Let's begin. Let's take a closer look at the first thing: self-criticism. It's like being your own worst enemy, always pointing out what's wrong instead of what's right. How often do we find ourselves looking in the mirror and picking apart every little flaw? How often do we compare ourselves to others and feel like we don't measure up? It's like a never-ending cycle of negativity that weighs us down and dims our light. But here's the thing, my friends. When we engage in self-criticism, it's like we're sending out a signal to the universe that says, "I'm not good enough." And you know what happens? The universe listens. It hears our words and sends us back more of the same. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more we criticize ourselves, the more reasons we find to criticize. This constant stream of negative self-talk can chip away at our self-esteem and confidence, making it even harder to recognize our true worth. Imagine waking up each day with a barrage of negative thoughts about yourself. You might think, "I'm not smart enough," "I'm not attractive enough," or "I'll never be successful." These thoughts become a part of your daily routine, and over time they can shape your beliefs about yourself and your capabilities. It's as if you're carrying an invisible weight that drags you down, making every step forward feel like a Herculean effort. But it doesn't have to be this way. Instead of tearing ourselves down, let's build ourselves up. Let's practice self-love and self-acceptance, like planting seeds of kindness in the garden of our hearts. Embrace your uniqueness, celebrate your strengths, and shower yourself with compassion. When you start to focus on your positive attributes and achievements, you begin to shift your mindset. You start to see yourself in a new light, recognizing that you are more than your perceived flaws. Think about the times you've overcome challenges, the moments when you've been kind to others, and the skills you possess that make you uniquely you. By acknowledging these aspects of yourself, you cultivate a sense of self-worth and inner peace. It's important to remember that everyone has flaws and makes mistakes. It's a part of being human. What truly matters is how we respond to these imperfections. You are a beautiful, unique soul, my darlings, and you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. So, the next time you catch yourself slipping into self-criticism, pause for a moment and remember this: you are worthy of love exactly as you are. Challenge those negative thoughts by replacing them with positive affirmations. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I am enough just as I am." Practice gratitude for your strengths and the progress you've made. Incorporating daily affirmations, mindfulness practices, and self-compassion exercises into your routine can make a significant difference. Surround yourself with supportive and uplifting people who encourage your growth and celebrate your successes. Remember that self-improvement is a journey, not a destination, and it's okay to seek help when needed, whether it's through friends, family, or professional support. By transforming our inner dialogue, we can create a more positive and empowering reality for ourselves. So take a deep breath, look in the mirror, and see the incredible person staring back at you. You are capable, you are strong, and you are deserving of all the love and kindness the world has to offer. Embrace yourself fully, flaws and all, and watch how your life begins to change for the better. Let's delve deeper into the second aspect, holding on to past hurts. It's a bit like carrying around a heavy bag full of rocks wherever we go. Each rock symbolizes a hurt, a betrayal, or a disappointment from our past. And let me tell you, my friends, these rocks weigh us down, burdening our hearts and spirits with their heavy presence. When we cling to these past hurts, it's as if we're shackled to them, unable to move forward freely. They create a barrier between us and the possibility of experiencing true joy and fulfillment in the present moment. Have you ever found yourself replaying a painful memory in your mind, reliving the hurt and anger as if it happened yesterday? It's like being trapped in a never-ending cycle of emotional turmoil where the past dictates our present reality. We become prisoners of our own minds, held captive by resentment and bitterness. But here's the beautiful truth. We hold the key to our own liberation. We have the power to break free from these chains of the past and reclaim our peace and happiness. It starts with a simple yet profound act: forgiveness. Now, I understand that forgiveness can feel like an insurmountable task, especially when the pain runs deep. It's not about excusing or forgetting what happened. It's about releasing ourselves from the grip of resentment and anger. When we choose to forgive, we're not letting the wrongdoer off the hook. Rather, we're setting ourselves free from the burden of carrying around that heavy bag of rocks. It's a radical act of self-love and self-care, saying to ourselves, "I deserve to be free from this pain." Forgiveness doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a journey of healing and letting go. It requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to embrace vulnerability. But with each step we take towards forgiveness, we reclaim a piece of our power and reclaim control over our own lives. So, my dear ones, I invite you to take a deep breath and summon the courage to release the past. Let go of the anger, the resentment, the hurt, and watch as the weight lifts from your shoulders. Picture yourself standing on a cliff, ready to soar into the boundless sky of possibility. Embrace the freedom that forgiveness brings, and allow love and joy to flow into your life once more. Remember, you are not defined by your past hurts. You are defined by how you choose to rise above them. So, take that first step towards healing, towards wholeness, towards the light that awaits you on the other side. You deserve it, my loves. Let's explore the third element: negative self-talk. Our words possess an incredible power. They can shape our reality and influence our perception of ourselves and the world around us. When we engage in negative self-talk, it's as if we're casting a spell of self-doubt and limitation upon ourselves. Every critical word we utter acts like a seed planted in the soil of our minds, growing into a garden of self-doubt and insecurity. But fear not, my dear friends, for within us lies the power to rewrite this narrative. We possess the ability to transform our words from agents of self-destruction into catalysts for growth and empowerment. Instead of allowing negativity to take root within us, let us consciously choose words that nurture and uplift our spirits. Imagine each positive word spoken as a seed of possibility, sown into the fertile soil of our souls. With care and intention, these seeds germinate and blossom into a garden of self-love and resilience. Just as a gardener tends to their plants with love and attention, so too must we tend to our thoughts and words with kindness and compassion. Let us become mindful stewards of our inner dialogue, cultivating a culture of self-affirmation and empowerment. Words of kindness, encouragement, and affirmation act as nourishment for our souls, infusing us with strength and courage to face life's challenges. Picture each affirmation as a ray of sunshine, Piercing through the clouds of doubt and illuminating the path ahead, they serve as reminders of our inherent worth and potential, guiding us towards a future filled with possibility and purpose. Affirmations are like love notes to ourselves, written on the pages of our hearts with ink made of hope and determination. When we speak these affirmations aloud, it's as if we're casting a spell of self-love and acceptance upon ourselves, banishing negativity and doubt from our minds. So, my beloved friends, let us embrace the transformative power of positive self-talk. Let us adorn our thoughts with words of love and affirmation, like jewels adorning a crown. For we are worthy, we are loved, and we are enough. And with each word spoken, we affirm our inherent worth and claim our rightful place in the tapestry of existence. Let's delve deeper into the fourth aspect, resisting change. Change indeed is akin to the wind, constant, inevitable, and ever-shifting. Yet, despite its omnipresence, many of us find ourselves clinging to familiarity, reluctant to let go of the known for fear of the unknown. It's as if we're standing at the edge of a cliff, hesitant to take the leap into uncharted waters. Consider the playground analogy. We linger in our favorite spot, hesitant to venture beyond the confines of our comfort zone. We hold tightly to what we know, even if it no longer serves us or brings us joy. But what if, instead of fearing change, we viewed it as an opportunity for growth and discovery? Change, much like the seasons, heralds the arrival of new experiences, perspectives, and opportunities. Just as the leaves change colors in autumn, so too does life offer us the chance to shed old habits and beliefs, making way for fresh beginnings and new adventures. Think of the caterpillar's transformation into a butterfly. If it resisted change, it would forever remain earthbound, never experiencing the exhilaration of flight. Similarly, when we embrace change, we unfurl our wings and soar to new heights, liberated from the constraints of the past. Indeed, change is an inherent aspect of life's tapestry, woven into the fabric of our existence. It propels us forward on the journey of self-discovery, pushing us beyond our perceived limitations and into the realm of possibility. Sure, change can be daunting. It requires us to relinquish our grip on the familiar and step into the unknown. Yet within that uncertainty lies the potential for transformation and growth. Like climbers ascending a mountain, each step forward brings us closer to the summit, where the vista expands before us in all its splendor. So, my friends, let us welcome change with open arms, embracing it as a catalyst for evolution and expansion. Let us release our fears and reservations, trusting in the inherent wisdom of life's unfolding. For in the dance of change, we discover the beauty of our own resilience and the boundless potential that lies within us. Let's delve into the fifth aspect, lack of self-love. Self-love, the cornerstone of our well-being, the nourishment that feeds the soul. When we neglect to cultivate a deep and abiding love for ourselves, it's as if we're depriving the very essence of our being of its most essential sustenance. Like a tree with shallow roots, we find ourselves swaying in the winds of doubt and insecurity, vulnerable to the storms of life. The absence of self-love creates a void within us, a hollow space yearning to be filled. And in this emptiness, negative thoughts and feelings take root, festering like weeds in an untended garden. But fear not, dear ones, for the seeds of self-love lie dormant within us, awaiting only our tender care and attention to blossom and flourish. To nurture the garden of self-love, we must cultivate daily practices that reaffirm our inherent worth and value. Affirmations, those gentle whispers of love and encouragement we speak to ourselves, serve as the fertile soil in which self-love takes root. By affirming our worthiness and enoughness, we sow the seeds of self-compassion and acceptance, banishing self-doubt and criticism from our minds. Self-care rituals are another vital aspect of cultivating self-love, akin to tending to a delicate flower. These rituals are expressions of love and reverence for ourselves, tangible reminders of our commitment to nurturing our well-being. Whether it's indulging in a luxurious bubble bath, basking in the warmth of a soothing cup of tea, or immersing ourselves in the beauty of nature, self-care rituals replenish our spirits and fortify our sense of self. But perhaps the most profound act of self-love is the simple act of kindness. Just as we would extend compassion and understanding to a cherished friend in need, so too must we offer the same generosity of spirit to ourselves. When faced with setbacks or challenges, instead of berating ourselves for perceived shortcomings, let us offer ourselves words of encouragement and solace. For in the gentle embrace of self-kindness, we find the strength to weather life's storms with grace and resilience. So, my dear ones, let us tend to the garden of self-love with tender care and devotion. Let us water its roots with affirmations, nourish its growth with self-care rituals, and shield it from harm with the protective cloak of kindness. For in the blossoming of self-love, we discover the boundless beauty and resilience of our own hearts. Absolutely. Awareness is the first step towards transformation, and armed with the tools of self-love and understanding, you have the power to transmute negativity into positivity. By recognizing the patterns and behaviors that attract negative energy into your life, you can consciously choose to replace them with thoughts, actions, and intentions that align with love and light. Embracing the light within you is a powerful act of self-empowerment. It is a recognition of your inherent worth and divinity, an acknowledgement of the boundless potential that resides within your heart. When you shine your light brightly, you illuminate the world around you, casting out shadows and dispelling darkness. Remember, you are the master of your own reality, the architect of your destiny. By cultivating love, compassion, and understanding within yourself, you create a ripple effect that reverberates throughout the universe. As you banish negativity from your life, you make space for love, joy, and abundance to flow freely into your experience. So, my friend, embrace the journey of self-discovery and transformation with open arms. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and watch as your life unfolds in magnificent ways. You are a radiant being of light, capable of creating miracles beyond your wildest dreams. Believe in yourself, embrace your truth, and let your light shine brightly for all the world to see.